You are listening to SDO Isabela Radio-Based Instruction.
Learning never stops in Math Eskwela, your school on air.
Your partner in achieving fun learning experiences. Let's listen, enjoy, and have fun in learning mathematics. Stay tuned to
Hey there, grade 7 students! Good day to all of you. Here we are again for another episode of School on the Air for Mathematics 7. I am your radio teacher, April Joyce L. Castueras. Be with me for the next half hour of fun-filled learning. Together, let us all discover the amazing world of mathematics. This is your Math Eskwela in Isabela. Tara na! What a great day we have, isn't it, grade 7 learners? I know that you are all well and good this time. Be sure to stay home always to keep you from harm brought by this COVID-19 pandemic. Always wash your hands and wear your face mask. Eat some healthy foods for energy. You'll gonna need that while listening to our interactive discussion in Mathematics 7. So brace up guys, get ready to listen and learn. As you listen to our broadcast, I think you already know the drill. Prepare all the things that you need, your learning kit in Mathematics 7, your notebook, your paper, and your pen. You can have your snack with you as well while listening. Stay hydrated and stay full. Our lesson for today is about the principal roots and irrational numbers. After listening to this episode, you are expected to convert metric unit to another metric unit. Convert English system unit to another English system unit. Convert metric unit to English system unit and vice versa. And solve problems involving conversion of units. Before anything else, my dear grade 7 learners, let us have a review of what we have just discussed during our last episode. Can you still remember it? Alright, we discussed approximating measurements. The results of measuring are merely approximations since measurements are not always exact. Oftentimes, there is a relative error involved. You also learned that accuracy of measurements depends on two factors. First is the skill of the person doing the measurement. This can be developed through constant practice. And the second one is the precision of the instrument used in measuring. This is totally dependent to the measuring device. Of course, you've learned that in both English and metric system, there is a basic unit for length, mass, volume, time, temperature, and angle. Though these basic units are still widely used, the adoption of the international system of units will serve its purpose, which is to provide the same values of measurements wherever it is performed. Truly that you have learned a lot on our last discussion. Conversion of units is the conversion between different units of measurement for the same quantity, typically through multiplicative conversion factors. Conversion factor is a number used to change one set of units to another, either by multiplying or dividing. This involves the English system, which is based on a non-universal way of measuring by means of human body parts or other instrument, and the metric system, which is based on a decimal system. Remember that the conversion could be from same system, English system to English system, or metric system to metric system. It could also be from English system to metric system and vice versa. In the metric system, each basic type of measurement, length, weight, capacity, has one basic unit of measure: meter, gram, liter. Conversions are quickly made by multiplying or dividing by factors of 10. It is as simple as moving the decimal point to the right for smaller prefixes or to the left for larger prefixes. To remember the proper decimal movement, arrange the prefixes from largest to smallest. Hence, we have kilo, hecto, deca, unit, deci, centi, and milli. Suppose we are going to convert 10.25 kilometers to meters. Notice in the listing above that meter is 3 places to the right of the prefix kilo. This tells us to move the decimal point 3 places to the right. Hence, the answer is 10,250 meters. Did you get it, class? Now, class, how about the English system? While the metric system was lawfully accepted for use in the United States in 1866, the U.S. has not adopted the metric system as its official system of measurement. The U.S. English system of measurement grew out of the manner in which people secured measurements using body parts and familiar objects. For example, shorter ground distances were measured with the human foot and longer distances were measured by paces, with 1 mile being 1,000 paces. Capacities were measured with household items such as cups, pails, or formerly called gallons, and baskets. Obviously, this system allowed for discrepancies between measurements obtained by different individuals. A standard was eventually set to ensure that all measurements represented the same amount for everyone. While the metric system simply moves the decimal point to convert between its measurements prefixes, the English system requires a conversion ratio or unit factor to move between measurements. In the metric system, the prefix itself gives the needed conversion ratio. A conversion ratio or unit factor is a ratio equal to 1. This ratio carries the names of the units to be used in the conversion. It can be used for conversions within the English and metric systems, as well as for conversions between the systems. The conversion ratio is based upon the concept of equivalent values. In the example below, 1 foot is substituted for its equivalent measure of 12 inches. Let's try some examples. Convert 84 inches to feet. A proportion can be set up using the appropriate conversion ratio. In a proportion, the product of the means equals the product of the extremes. Use this cross-multiply concept to find the answer. Hence, 84 inches times 1 foot all over 12 inches is equal to 7 feet. Did you get the same? Alright, let's try another one. Find the number of cups in 2 gallons. There is no stated conversion for cups to gallons, so we have to be a bit more creative. Since there are 4 cups in 1 quart and 4 quarts in 1 gallon, we can set up the conversion ratio based on quarts. 2 gallons is 8 quarts. Hence, the missing number of cups is equal to 8 quarts times 4 cups all over 1 quart. That is equal to 32 cups. Therefore, there are 32 cups in 2 gallons. A methodical approach is needed to avoid errors encountered when converting from one system of units to another. Unit conversion multipliers are presented in this fact sheet along with several examples to describe the use of these multipliers. The conversion factors presented are for general measurements as well as those primarily associated with energy calculations. Additional conversion multipliers can be found in the references. This fact sheet is intended to serve as a reference for converting many different types of measurements quickly and accurately from one system of units to another. The fact sheet is intended for use in the classroom as well as for extension outreach programs. Class, here are the steps on how to convert a unit of measurement to another unit. First, compare the two units. Second, find the conversion factors that gives the appropriate ratio to the given unit. Third, write the conversion as a fraction, where the denominator is in the same unit as the given unit. Fourth, write a multiplication problem with the original number and the fraction. Fifth, cancel out similar units that appears on the numerator and the denominator, and finally, solve the generated equation. Now class, let's proceed on solving problems involving conversion of units. Knowledge of measurement and problem-solving strategies are necessary in solving routine and non-routine word problems. Many problems can be solved using arithmetic or algebraic processes. There are problems, however, that can be solved by simply drawing a diagram. Let's try answering some. There is a jar on the cabinet by the refrigerator. If Kiana pours 114 ounces of water into the jar 3 times to fill it, how many quarts of water does it take to fill the jar? There are 114 ounces of water in 3 jars. Therefore, we have 342 ounces of water in total. Now, what we need to do is to convert 342 ounces into quarts. How are we going to do that? Alright, now we will begin our conversion. To begin with, let's determine our conversion factor. We know that 8 ounces is equal to 1 cup, and 4 cups is equivalent to 1 quart. If we do our conversion factor, there are 32 ounces in 4 cups, thus 32 ounces in 1 quart. Now, we need to divide 342 by 32 to get the right answer. Therefore, it takes 10.69 quarts of water to fill the 3 jars. Are you ready for another problem? Alright, let's do it. A forwarding company charges 1,100 pesos for the first 20 kilogram and 60 pesos for each succeeding 2 kilograms for freight sent to Europe. How much do you need to pay for a box weighing 88 pounds? For our conversion factor, 1 pound is equal to 0.45 kilogram. Hence, 88 pounds is equal to 39.6 kilogram. Next, we need to subtract 20 kilogram from 39.6 kilogram, and that is equal to 19.6 kilograms. Now, we know that the first 20 kilogram is charged at 1,100 pesos. How much then is the charge of 19.6 kilograms if every succeeding 2 kilogram is 60 pesos? Alright, so our equation will be 19.6 kilograms divided by 2 times 60. So what is the answer? The answer is 588 pesos. Therefore, the company pays 1,688 pesos for 88 pounds of bags. Did you get the same answer? That's great! I think we are now ready for the last part of our session today. Isn't that right? Excellent! Today, we discussed about solving problem involving conversion of units. You learned that when converting measurements from one unit to another, it is very important that we know the table of conversion because this will serve as our reference. Also, there are measurements that have no direct conversion in the table, so we should know the easiest conversion factor to start with. You also learned the importance of mastery of prerequisite knowledge and skills in conversion is necessary in solving problems involving conversion of units with the different strategies in problem solving. So grade 7 learners, prepare now your quiz pad and other learning materials. We will begin your quiz in a short while. I'm sure that you learned a lot in our discussion for Mathematics 7. I hope that you will share the same enthusiasm on our upcoming episodes. Now I think you are ready for the assessment part of our lesson. Get ready, class. Prepare your pen and paper. Write your name and your section. Hold on, for we will start your quiz after a while. I hope you had a good time going over this episode. For you to determine how much you've learned, please answer the questions by choosing the letter of the best answer. Are you ready? That's great! For number 1, convert 27 cubic meter into cubic centimeter. A. 27,000 cubic centimeter. B. 27 million cubic centimeter. C. 27 billion cubic centimeter, or D. 27 trillion cubic centimeter. I'll repeat. Convert a 27 cubic meter into cubic centimeter. A. 27,000 cubic centimeter. B. 27 million cubic centimeter. C. 27 billion cubic centimeter. And letter D. 27 trillion cubic centimeter. Next, number 2. Convert 8 meters into inches. A. 619.314 inches. B. 961.314 inches. C. 314.961 inches. And letter D. 413.961 inches. I'll repeat. Number 2. Convert 8 meters into inches. A. 619.314 inches. B. 961.314 inches. C. 314.961 inches. and letter D, 413.961 inches. Let's proceed to number 3. Which of the following is equal to 10 yards? A. 360 inches, B. 51 feet, C. 10 meters, and letter D. 1,500 centimeters. Number 3. Which of the following is equal to 10 yards? A. 360 inches, B. 51 feet, C. 10 meters, and letter D. 1,500 centimeters. Number 4. You had trip to Japan last September where the temperature reaches 52 degrees Celsius. What is this temperature in Kelvin? A. 235, B. 325, C. 532, and letter D. 253. Again, number 4. You had a trip to Japan last September where the temperature reaches 52 degrees Celsius. What is the temperature in Kelvin? A. 235, B. 325, C. 532, and letter D. 253. And for the last item, number 5. The teacher asked the students to convert 7 pounds to kilogram. Marie answered 3.18 kilogram, Jose answered 3.19 kilograms, and Tess answered 3.1 kilograms. Who got the correct answer? A. Maria, B. Jose, C. Tess, and letter D. None of them. I'll repeat for number 5. The teacher asked the students to convert 7 pounds to kilogram. Marie answered 3.18 kilogram. Jose answered 3.19 kilogram, and Tess answered 3.1 kilogram. Who got the correct answer? A. Maria, B. Jose, C. Tess, and letter D. None of them. Alright, that ends our quiz today. I hope that you answered them all correctly. We will now reveal the correct answers, so hold on, class. Quiz ends. Have you answered them all? Very good. Okay, class, are you ready to find out what are the correct answers? I know that you are all excited. Let's see how many points you got. For number 1, what is the correct answer? Very good. The answer is B. For number 2, alright, it's a C. How about number 3? That's it. It's A. Let's proceed to number 4. Your answer? The answer is B. How about for our last item? A is the correct answer. And those are the answers for your quiz. Congratulations, everyone! I know that you get a high score. Keep it up, class! I hope you understand properly our lesson today. You can continue answering some other exercises included in your learning kits for your enrichment activities. If you have questions, feel free to ask your teacher. They are patiently waiting for your questions or text messages and ready to help you. Just send it to the mobile number included in your learning kits. You can also send messages through Facebook Messenger or via email. Don't forget to remind your parents to submit your activity sheets and learning kits on the scheduled time to a designated area in your purok or barangay. Is that clear, kids? Very good! Hopefully, you learned a lot from our lesson today. You can share these things to others so that they will learn too. This is Teacher April Joyce L. Castueras. Thank you, my dear students, for staying with us until the end of this episode. Let's have another interactive lesson next time. Goodbye! Before we end this episode, we would like to acknowledge the script writer Sir Jeremy T. Hilbaliga for his continuous dedication and unparalleled service for our learners. We would also like to thank the RBI production team and the whole SDO Isabela for their support and for making this production possible. Again, thank you very much.
Patuloy ang edukasyon para sa ating henerasyon.
Sa daan ng pagkatuto ay walang may iwan.
Kaya halina sa Radyo Eskwela!